Today I'm going to do a quick tutorial on the new interface for ChatGPT. If you're not using the paid version, you won't see this right now, and it's in beta, so you have to kind of turn it on if you want to mess with it. So I'm going to show you how to do all of that. The first thing is, if you go up to the top left corner of your screen, there's a ChatGPT, where all the models are. Basically, these are all the training models that you can use. And you need to select ChatGPT 4.0 with Canvas, which is in beta. The latest version, the 1.0 preview, does not have this interface, so you have to go back to 4.0 if you're using the preview version of 1.0 or the 01 mini model. So we'll go with this, and it says ChatGPT 4.0 with Canvas. So that's how you know you have the right version. So right now it looks the same as the regular ChatGPT interface, but you see it's going to change as soon as we put something into this. So I've already pre-typed something. I'm going to have it tell me a story about the three bears, but I'm going to make all the characters human, and they live on in a small desert town in the future on another planet. And so that's what I'm going to use as the prompt, just to give us something to work with. All right, so you can see it changed the interface as soon as we put that in. This section to the left is your regular ChatGPT window that you would normally have. This over to the right is what's called the canvas. So this is what it's working on. And this allows us to edit particular things within this story. So basically we have this story right here, and we have these different paragraphs. Now what we can do is, you'll see there's a little plus thing here, and we can go up here and we can tell it to edit something or to explain it. And if this were nonfiction, we could have it explain anything about the paragraph, like where it got the information, what it actually means, or whatever. And we could edit it. We could say, we could change something particular to any paragraph here. In this window over to the left, we can do just general changes, and it will it will fix them. It will go through this and just fix the changes. So we can put something over in the left window, and, like, for instance, let's say give the bear's first name. So once we did that, it actually changed this right here, where it says there was Hank Bearson, who was a mechanic, Mara Bearson. If we go up here to the upper right corner, we can undo it, and see what it originally said. It said there was Papa Bearson, and it goes Mama Bearson. And if we go back up here again to the next version, so we can switch between versions. So if we decide we don't like what it changed and want to go back, use these arrows up here to do that. So it changed the name, and it would have changed that. It changes it throughout. You can see if we go down here farther, it has Hank Bearson. So that's a nice thing. So, like, if you're writing something in fiction or something where you're referring to a name or something, and you want it to change it throughout the entire document, it will do it, but you need to put that edit in the left side here, because this is kind of the overall document. So this will write the overall document, and as I said, the right side does particular edits. So for instance, we can go here to this and click plus and go add more description. And so it will go in and it will just rewrite that one paragraph. You see that? So it extended the description in it. So in the bottom right, there's this little pencil down here. If we go down here, there are all these different icons, and the bottom one is suggest edits. So if we click on this, it will actually go through the entire document and re-edit itself. So not only can we put specific edits in for the whole document or any paragraph or paragraphs in there ourselves, we can actually ask it to make suggestions. So it's like proofreading, and it's giving you a first draft, and it will actually help you write a second draft. And it will give you all these suggestions, and so it says, consider adding more sensory details about the desert to create a vivid atmosphere for the reader. And I can go apply that, and we'll apply it to that paragraph. And so we can go through each of these and either exit to close it, or apply the changes. So I'm going to apply this change. You have to wait a minute until it will only do one paragraph at a time as you go through. So, all right, and we're going to add that one too. So as you do that, as you go through a document, you can read its suggestions and apply them, or just X out the window to kind of reject them. And you can make your own changes as well. But it has some more stuff down here that's pretty cool. We can adjust the length of it. Say we wanted to shorten this, we can actually click on this to adjust the length. And so it brings up this this little thing here, keep current length. And if we click on the slider and go up and down, we can extend it or bring it down. So as you see it, you can make it longer, or we can make it shorter, or we can keep it the current length. We can change the reading level. If we click on this, there's a little slider here too, and here's the current reading level if we want to go to high school, college, graduate school, and so forth. I'm going to keep it the current level. What it will do is it will go through it and it will rewrite this entire thing if we change the level on it. So it will make it more difficult to read or easier to read, depending. And we can add final polish. And I'm going to go up here to add emojis. You can actually add emojis to this. This I don't find that useful unless you're writing something for like social media and you want to put some emojis in. It will add emojis to it. So that's kind of neat, but I don't see a lot of practical purpose for it for most people and in most circumstances. So let's go back down here to add final polish. In fact, before we do that, let's change the reading level just so you can see what it does when we change the reading level. So let's make the reading level, let's up it a little bit. So it can change the reading level. It can go through with that as well. We can also change the length. Let's say we want to make it slightly longer. So over here, if you look at the left, it will tell you what it's doing over here. And it said that it added, it extended it by adding more descriptive elements, character reflections, and extending scenes to enrich the story, and so on. So then there's the final thing here, which is add final polish. And so if we click on this, you can see it adds a title for it. It adds subtitles or section titles in this as well. And it adds formatting polish. So final polish, really, it's changing the format. And if we go over to the left here again, it will tell us what it did. I added some final polish, including large titles, section titles to improve readability. I also check for grammar consistency throughout the text. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to adjust. So it checked, made minor grammar adjustments and such too. So now you have this in. If you go up in the upper right corner, you can click here on copy and just copy this whole thing into a Word document with the formatting and everything. So those are the new features of Canvas and how Canvas actually works. So it's really nice. You can do things and it will go with the old version of ChatGPT or the old interface. If you told it you wanted to change the name of somebody in a story, it would rewrite the whole thing, and it would oftentimes even could change a lot of stuff. But in here, when you tell it to change a detail on the left side, it will go through the whole thing and just change the name or change whatever you want. So it will change the specific things it needs to, and it will keep pretty much the same thing that you had before. And so in other words, what it does, like before with ChatGPT, when you would change stuff, it would go through and rewrite the entire thing instead of just the parts that it needed to, or just changing out the name. Now, like I said, on the left side, you can make a change to the overall document, and it will go through it and just change like a name or one small thing. On the left side, we can comment on any one of these, and we can ask it to explain the paragraph, like if it's a nonfiction, or just explain what it was thinking in fiction, or whatever you're writing or whatever you're creating. But you can also tell it to edit certain things in it, like to change words within this paragraph, or change something in the description, or add something in particular as well. So that's very nice. And it will, like I said, write its own second draft. The other thing that you can do is, now that we have this a document over here, we can actually use the paperclip over here to upload a file and say incorporate this into the document or the story or whatever you're writing. So you could actually have something that you previously wrote, and you could actually upload it and say, I want to keep this first part of it, but I want you to add to this another section. So you could actually write something in different sections, write it yourself or write it with AI and bring it back in and tell it to continue the document, and it will keep better continuity with it, and it won't change everything that came before. So it's not like you're totally rewriting it when you just want to change a few things. So it gives you a much finer tool to use, which is a bonus. It means that you can have more control over the entire document, and you can put in things that you actually wrote without it changing them, and you can have it change things without changing the parts that it wrote that you like. So this really kind of is a game changer, as they say. It pushes the kind of the needle ahead on how useful ChatGPT is for writing documents and helping to write documents.